Dhronecken is an Ortsgemeinde, a municipality belonging to a Verbandsgemeinde, a kind of collective municipality, in the Bernkastel-Wittlich district in Rhineland-Palatinate, Germany. Geography. Location: Dhronecken lies between Trier and Saarbrücken, on the Hans-Rickowen-Strasse, 9 kilometers from the Autobahn A1 towards Moorbach. In the Dhronecker Mulde, the Kleine Dhron forms where two brooks meet. This river flows down a dale to the small river Dhron, which then empties into the Moselle. Dhronecken belongs to the Verbandsgemeinde of Thalfang am Erbskopf, whose seat is in the municipality of Thalfang. History. Early times. Dhronecken lies in what is known to be the oldest tribal heartland of the Celts, whose lands, about 500 BC, stretched from the middle Danube to Lorraine, and who spread only in later centuries into what is now France. Burying grounds, and, even more so, hill fortifications bear witness to those times. The Hunnam Ring, not far away, near Otzenhausen, is a mighty example. Roman times. With Caesar's victory over the Celtic tribes in 51 BC, the place that is now Dhronecken became part of a Roman province called Belgica Prima. In that time, a Roman sanctum came to be near Dhronecken. Also worth noting is the widespread settlement of Sarmatians between the Dhron and the Nahe, as they were non-Germanic people from the Russian steppes. With the Germanic migration period, the Roman occupation came to an end after many Celtic uprisings and the first Germanic invasions. Frankish times. Then began the Franks' rule. The kings divided the land into Gori, putting Dhronecken into the Trier and thereby under the Bishop of Trier, as confirmed about the year 800 by documents issued by the kings Pepin and Charlemagne. Middle Ages to present. In the course of the Middle Ages, there was a splintering into smaller territories, and Dhroneck, as it was then known, became part of the Mark Thalfang. At the onset of the modern age, Dhroneck was the seat of the Waldgraves and the main town of the Mark Thalfang. After the French Revolution, the Rhine's left bank, and thereby Dhronecken too, were ceded to France in 1794 and 1795. Through a law from the 26th of March 1798, the French abolished feudal rights in the zone of occupation. After French rule ended, the village passed in 1814 to the Kingdom of Prussia. Since 1947, it has been part of the then newly founded state of Rhineland-Palatinate. Connection with the Nibelung saga. Dhronecken might be the hometown of the Nibelung hero Hagen von Tronje, as he is described in the foremost edition of the saga as Hagen von Tronje. Hence, in the multi-volume standard work of Germanic ancient history, it says, research identifies Hagen's origins, foremost, with the castle Dhroneck in the Hunsrück, but also other places claim this, as certain clues are missing. Now, in the year 752, a medieval document mentions for the first time the Dhron as Drona, which together with the location at the forks, the corner of two brooks, gave the medieval castle its name. Possibly the writer of the Nibelungen lied about the year 1200, believed that he had found the ancient historical Hagen's homeland in Dhronecken, places of the region. Politics. Municipal Council. The council is made up of 6 council members, who were elected by majority vote at the municipal election held on the 7th of June 2009, and the honorary mayor as chairman. Culture and sightseeing. Buildings. Burg Dhronecken. About 1300, a knight named Conrad von Dhronecken is mentioned in writing for the first time, and then somewhat later the first Dhroneck, which, however, is probably much older, having been destroyed several times by Cologne, Imperial and French troops, and then finally by an earthquake. Only remnants are left now, although a corner tower can still be climbed. climbed on the old castle's foundations. In modern times, commercial buildings were built, and also a bigger, tall building, called the Schloss, which is today used as a forester's office. Also, a barn with beam construction serves as a community centre for the municipality of Dhronecken. The attractively laid out castle gardens have been continuously planted and tended since 1985. Below the castle is found a nature play area on both sides of a brook, a ford with stepping stones, a forum-like playing and gathering place on a slope made out of mighty stone blocks, wooden footbridges over wetlands left in the natural state, playing houses, a suspension bridge on a monorail are the great attractions not only for children, but also for adults. Housed as Wild und Rheingräflichen Verwalter der Burg Dhronecken, the House of the Wild and Rhine Comital Administrator of Castle Dhronecken, was, as shown by dendrological analysis, built in the Baroque style. It belonged to Castle Dhronecken's comital administrator, Friedrich Christian Hüsner, who was at the same time an amtman and judge. Since 1981 this house has been under monumental protection, thereby allowing it to be so well restored that, from outside, it has regained its original appearance, and inside, in the Säulenhall, the turned 4 to 5 meter tall oaken columns have been preserved. What brings this house to the cultural historical fore is its balcony made of turned oak logs and with oaken balustrades. The builder F. C. H. Hüsner's family came from Franconia, where, having taken Italy as a model, balconies standing on columns were quite widespread. In the present, because most in Germany were wooden, only a very few have been saved from then. Besides Ulm, the balcony in Dhronecken could well be one of the biggest. Deckmühle, a sawmill that is still functional today. The Deckmühle was first mentioned, according to the Dhronecken Chronicle, about 1750. Water tower. This was built about 1900.